Hi, it's Phoenix. I've kind of just been sitting around the last 30 minutes, feeling anxious. This probably is just gonna be a purposely bad video where the background doesn't make sense and my face is unshaven without makeup, my hair looks bad or stringy, and I don't have a plan. But at least I can keep putting things out there, and that's a good habit. I've been writing so many articles and I wanted to just finally make a video again. Just sharing some thoughts about animal testing, because I've been working on an article about it that's taking a little while to compose all my thoughts, and so I just thought I would share them with you after I drink water. Okay. Well, I wrote this article that was about a cat named Double Trouble who was experimented on for some sound localization tests. And so you can, read that article or see that report. That was an example of animal tests that didn't amount to anything. It didn't amount to any useful report or invention or anything like that. And that particular lab was shut down, I guess. But I just found it so powerful to read the story of just one animal, because obviously millions of animals are experimented on, and just, giving one animal a name and hearing what they went through, I found really powerful, because it takes away the numbers and just gives you one being who you can think about. And this cat, who's named Double Trouble, basically they did surgery to insert a device into their skull, and the cat woke up during surgery because the anesthesia wasn't done properly. So that was very painful. And then the cat's injury, what's the word I'm looking for? Festering, got infected. Yes, it got infected, and it was infected for months, and the cat was partially paralyzed in the face and twitching, and obviously depressed and just miserable before they finally put the cat down or euthanized, killed the cat. Yeah, so that's just so wrong and awful. I'm glad I have one story of one animal kind of in my heart now, because it just makes it easier to think about, just like how I obviously grew up with a dog and I took care of cats and dogs who I sat for. So it just helps to kind of think of that one animal. But of course, Double Trouble was an animal who was experimented on for no use in the end. It wasn't useful. A lot of animal experiments don't amount to anything. But what about cancer research? Or what about, testing for things that are much more important than whatever Double Trouble had to suffer for? Well, I am working on an article kind of from that perspective of, probably like you've probably lost loved ones to different diseases, so have I. And I was coming at it from that perspective because obviously I've known people who got sicknesses, and there's a lot of efforts to raise money for research to cure sicknesses. But a lot of times those organizations fund animal testing that may involve giving animals the very disease to then test cures. So for example, I was looking up, I'll also link this, I was looking up this report about which animals are the most useful for cancer research. And the ones they talked about, I'm really worried that this whole time I've been blocking the microphone. Hopefully not, we'll find out. Anyway, we might make this video again, but let's find out. Anyway, yes, so it's a sensitive subject, but I put myself in that position, And I think about, okay, someday I'm going to get a disease. It might be cancer, it might be Alzheimer's. I don't know what I'm going to get, but I'm going to die and I'm going to watch my body break down. It's going to be really sad. How would I feel if animals like and it's usually like mice, zebrafish, pigs, dogs, non-human primates, tree shrews were the ones that were mentioned in the article. So those types of animals, how would I feel about those animals being tortured and being given that disease, or experimented on in other ways that hurt them, just so I could not have to live with that? I wouldn't feel right about it because it's like an eye for an eye. It's just an abuse of power. I don't want to suffer, but I don't think it's right to make someone else suffer in order to prevent my own suffering when it's not for immediate self-defense. It's not for like survival. It's just this like long-term game of trying to use animals as unwilling test subjects in order to try and save yourself. It's so hard because I don't know what I can say to convince people. Dealing with human chauvinism is really difficult to argue with. It's just not very pleasant to realize that a lot of humans don't really take animals' lives seriously in the way that I would like them to. But I guess all I can do is just keep putting a message out there and sustaining my own mental health along the way. So that's what I'm trying to do. One step at a time. Not the best message. I definitely could. It's going to be better said in the article. So maybe I can link the article once I do it. But I think part of the point of this is just to mess up and be terrible at making videos. I don't know what you're going to gain from this, but thanks for watching anyway. I hope you have a really great day and that you're able to express yourself, be imperfect, and still have people see your face, and be kind to all sentient beings as much as you can. I know you're trying your best. Lots of love. Bye.